right side. Throwing is Brady on third down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And a nice pitch and catch to pick up the reception against man coverage.
Both of them read how much yardage they needed, figured what they had to do, and were able to beat the man coverage for the completion.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. A nice run there, 8 yards. Moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They come out here in the I. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, they won't get the touchdown, but they'll get the next best thing as they're able to convert on 4th down, and they'll be left with a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Sam Bradford taking it in. And the Vikings have made this now a 1-score game. Extra point try now for Walsh. And the lead will shrink to 6. And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They go back to the air here after. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Terrence Newman with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Here's Bradford. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cordero Patterson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And if the Vikings can take care of business on the extra point, they will have the lead. And it's up and good. So we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going underneath to Blunt. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. 6 yards still to go here on 2nd and goal. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. An extra defensive back in the game here on 3rd and goal. To throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And so we have the touchdown. Now here's Blair Walsh to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. And now it's 2nd down.
I wouldn't be shocked at all right now if there's a look of surprise on the big fella's face because he had the route that he wanted, running the corner. And usually he's able to use his body and catch the football, but a really nice play by the defenders, able to knock it away.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down. And the Vikings with an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd.
Playing coverage here.
And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the 1st down, but I thought that was the key.
Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Gotta credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Brady got to have this one. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They have the lead. Still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now. Just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off and, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now Bradford. And he comes back with one complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bradford on 4th down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the 4th quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.